Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Kautilya IAS. So guys, in this video we are going to discuss UPSC exam strategy. So guys, if you are new to the channel, first make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on the bell icon so that you get notified each time we upload a new video. So without any further ado guys, let's get started with the video. So guys, like I always say in my video that the UPSC exam is no piece of cake. To crack this exam, you not only have to do hard work, but along with that you also have to do smart work, and this is the kind of smart work that we are going to be talking about in this video, because certain strategies need to be followed to clear this tough exam. Because you have heard from all the toppers guys that all of them followed a certain strategy. None of them like just started reading all the books or went through all the topics and then just cleared the exam. A certain kind of strategy or planning is required to clear this tough exam, because this is the second and the third most toughest exam in the world guys. So that itself speaks that what kind of level of preparation and sincerity on your end should be done so that you clear this tough exam. So guys, let's get started. So guys, if you follow along with the video, I'm gonna be considering you as a beginner and gonna be taking you from level 0 to the top level. So let's get started. To start off, do not worry about where you stand right now. Be calm and go through the syllabus first. Even if you are not someone proficient in general knowledge or current affairs, fret not. Many officers cracked this exam who were completely new to these areas. After you completely go through the syllabus, try to understand what the exam is demanding from you. This is the essential thing you should follow. The syllabus for the civil services exam is quite extensive, but you can taste victory if you put hard work along with smart work. Mindless studying without considering how it must be studied gives you a false sense of accomplishment. This is the most common mistake of a beginner makes. So guys, if you are a beginner, you should not be worried. If IS is your aim guys, then you can start no matter where you are and no matter how strong or weak you are in certain subjects guys, because everyone has to start somewhere guys. So don't let it bring you down. Even if your GK is weak or even if your optional subject is not that strong, I would suggest that you don't lose your heart and start preparing guys, because the first step is the hardest one, and then you will gradually make the transition to studying 6 to 8 hours every day. So guys, some of the common mistakes that the beginners do is that they start studying, like I mentioned guys, without a strategy. It's near to impossible to crack this tough exam guys. So beginners, what they do is they will just go through a few websites or ask around a few people, and then will buy the books and then go through a lot of mock tests, and just without any strategy they just start their preparation. And then because they are going through topics so quickly, they get a sense of achievement, a sense of accomplishment, but this is just a false feeling guys, because in reality they are nothing getting it done. So guys, a good strategy is required, and in the beginning I would say that don't force yourself to follow a regime that you cannot. Slowly and gradually transition into it. So guys, now let's get started with point number 2. After you go through the syllabus, it is time for you to start learning. The very first thing you should keep in mind is that what you were before does not matter anymore. Forget level 0. You might be someone who has absolutely no clue what is in the syllabus. The one thing you must know that is still possible for you to achieve success. For this to happen, make sure you are strong in your basics. Be it any subject, UPSC wants you to be strong in the basics. As a civil servant, you might be tasked to solve challenges, and it is through their basics knowledge is converted to actions. Hence, UPSC makes sure that only an aspirant with strong basics is selected as a civil servant. Now, what you should refer to for your basics training or to make your basics strong, the answer is NCERTs. By understanding the textbooks, By understanding the textbooks that are of school level, you can crack the prestigious exam. Again, I must insist that you learn by understanding the topics and not through just parrot learning. So guys, in this regard, I would like to point out that if you are in the lookout for good study material or books for your UPSC preparation, then I would highly suggest you check out Online Khan Market. Online Khan Market has all the study material that you will ever need, and all optional papers are also there. So guys, it is a one-stop place for your all your UPSC study material needs. So I highly recommend that you check out Online Khan Market. So guys, let's go through point number 2. So guys, like I've said, that to make your basics strong, you have to understand the concepts clearly and not just go through them, rushing over them, or just doing parrot learning, because this is not a college exam or a school like exam, guys. This is UPSC. Here you have to solve the questions on your own, and to solve the question you obviously need to understand the question, and to understand the questions and be able to solve them, your basics need to be strong. So guys, no matter where you come from, or no matter at what level you are in your experience or knowledge, if you start learning now, that is taking the first step, and slowly and gradually, I'm pretty sure you are going to make it through all the topics in the syllabus. And then to go through all the topics in the syllabus and be able to crack these exams, your basics need to be strong. And in this regard, you have to go through basics in the NCERT books and just make your basics strong, guys, because this is a very important point for your UPSC preparation. So now let's move on to point number 3. The next thing you must focus on is newspapers. The Hindu is the most popular newspaper read by the aspirants. Go through the newspaper to understand what is going on around you and connect this to the syllabus and have already gone through. This will help you understand current affairs. Also, the editorial in the newspaper is an area where you can get information to enrich your answers. So guys, now let's discuss point number 3. The next thing is newspapers, guys. And as a UPSC aspirant, guys, I don't think I need to tell you how important going through the daily newspaper is for you. But in this regard, guys, I would like to say that beginners make a mistake is that they spend too much time on the newspapers, because they have a habit of like making notes, jotting things down, like then sticking them on their wall. So guys, these things are really good, and I must say these are helpful things, but you cannot be wasting 3-4 hours just going through the newspaper. And another mistake that I've seen the beginners make is that they go through 2-3 newspapers, and again this is going to confuse you a lot, guys, because going through 3-4 newspapers, going through so many articles is just going to create a mess in your head. So just stick to one newspaper and just go through it, going through the important topics, and not wasting 3-4 hours only on the newspapers. I know as a beginner it feels like the right thing to do, guys, but trust me, it is not. It is only going to waste your time, and time is something that we cannot afford to waste, because a UPSC aspirant has a really less time for preparation. So yes guys, this was point number 3, that you should focus on newspaper, and the Hindu is the most popular newspaper read by the aspirants. So make sure you go through the Hindu and also go through the editorial in the newspaper, because this is an area where you can get information to enrich your answers, because later on in the main exams you have to give in the written form exam. So here you can find information that is going to be very helpful for you to, should I say, enrich and give you more knowledge regarding what kind of answers you should write. So now let's move on to point number 4. To further sharpen your current affairs knowledge, follow a current affairs material covering information from various sources like newspapers, PIB, magazines like Yojana, Kurukshetra, etc. This will help you improve your knowledge and enrich the answers when you write them. But make sure you read and revise them often and follow only one material judiciously. Try not to cover current affairs materials of multiple institutes. Stick with the one you are most comfortable with and revise it as much as you can. Remember, continuous revision is one of the key essentials in this exam. So guys, before I explain point number 4, in this regard I would like to take the name of Yojana IAS and also the Hindu Zone, and also Plutus IAS, because these are some of the coachings which offer regular current affair material every day on their website, and this is a very good place for any aspirant, guys. So if you are an aspirant, if you are in the lookout for a good IAS coaching, guys, then I highly recommend you check out these three places, that is the Hindu Zone, the Yojana IAS, and the Plutus IAS, because every year they do great when it comes to IAS preparation. Even this year, guys, Yojana IAS, a total of 9 aspirants realized their dream of becoming an IAS officer, and among those 9 guys, 3 were in the top 30 positions. So that itself speaks that the Yojana IAS is a very, should I say, sincere institute when it comes to IAS preparation, and they must be doing something right, because every year their result is really great. So yes, guys, that was a bit about the coachings that I would like to suggest you to go to if you are an IAS aspirant. Now let's go over point number 4. To further sharpen your current affairs knowledge, follow a current affairs material. So guys, like I've said, you should not follow material from 2-3 websites or 2-3 sources. That's going to just leave you confused, and that's going to be a lot of information to process. As a beginner, a lot of beginners make these mistakes, that they think that gathering as much information they can is the best practice, but it is not, guys. In case of UPSC, at least it is not. You should stick to one source which you feel is the best for you and which you easily understand, and just make notes or just jot down the points you think are important and just stick to that material. Because if you go through so many materials and just you will be wasting so much time going through so many websites, going through so many apps, so many newspapers, and it is just going to result in the wastage of time, guys. So just stick to one material and just don't waste too much time and current affairs, and then I'm pretty sure it's going to be really helpful for you. And one thing is, guys, you have to revise or go through it very often. It's not like this, okay, I just read the news 2 days back and I will not read the news because any new what should I say, earth-shattering news is not, but that's not going to help you, because you're soon going to forget, because that's how the human memory works, guys. I mean, even though we are able to store so much information, we tend to forget things quickly as well. So guys, make sure you go through the current affairs section very often so that you don't forget anything. So guys, that was all in this video. These were the 6 points that I would like to discuss with you regarding IAS preparation strategy for the exams. Hope you find this video helpful, and if you did, guys, then make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more such videos, then please hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, keep preparing.